Hey y'all, so today we're going to do another reading. It's going to be about February and Valentine's Day and all of that good stuff. So, first of all, same thing as always, well, that we've been doing. I'm going to do spin the wheel using wheelofnames.com. It's not my website. I don't own it at all. Wheelofnames.com. That's what I'm using. I'm not sure if it's an app. It could be. Some people have asked about it. It's wheelofnames.com, the website. So what we do is put on all these names on this list, right? Then we're going to spin the wheel and pick 10 or so of them. So it's not me picking, it's this thing, okay? So don't be mad at me because I'm not choosing. This thing is randomly choosing. So we're going to do it like that. And, you guys, if you have a personal question that is not about February or Valentine's Day, then go ahead and donate. And all the information for that's in the description, of course. And yeah, if you want to skip the line, donate. And if you want to wait for your free reading, be here when I call your name, please. And because you will be skipped. So, a lot of people are waiting. So when they get their name called, they want their reading. So if you're not here, we're going to go ahead and skip. So just know that ahead of time, okay? Please, everybody who's here right now, read the description so you understand kind of how I do things and what's going to happen. So you're not like confused or anything at any time, okay? Great. Okay, so I'm going to start off with putting your guys' names on this list here. I see you. Hello, Susie. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Garima. Hi, K3TA. Hi, Azalea. Hi, Desiree. How are you guys doing? All right, let's see. So, Susie. Hi, Angel. I'm just putting you guys all on the list right now, so just bear with me real quick while I do that. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Hi. I don't have a Valentine either. Well, I guess, my boyfriend, but we don't really, I'm just saying, like, I don't do like Valentine, like, I don't know. We haven't really done anything. I don't really think about it that much, I guess. I don't know. Things have been busy, but maybe this year we will. Maybe this year we'll do something, huh? Yeah. Okay, I wasn't trying to be like that, but that's my bad. All right, so I have Susie, Jamie, Garima, K3TA, Azalea, Desiree, Angel, and Stephanie. So far, this is who we have. So let's just start the wheel. More people are going to come on, and I'll add them as we go. So let's just start off here. Okay, ready? Okay. Susie 99, are you here, Susie? I will add you as well, Nandita. Okay. So the way we do this, you guys, is I'm going to give her 30 seconds to get with us, and then after that, we're going to move forward and pick somebody up. Okay. Do we have Susie with us yet? No? Okay. All right. So let's go to somebody else, okay? Nandita. Are you here still, Nandita? We'll give her 30 seconds as well. So if she's here, we'll go ahead and... Okay, yes. So please post your question. If you have any questions related to this, if you do not have any questions, like if you're going to get a general right now, what we're doing is February and Valentine's Day and all of that. But if you had a personal question, go ahead and donate. But if you would just like to listen in, if you have any questions related to February and Valentine's Day and like love and things like that, then go ahead and post those now. And I'll consider those for this reading for you. So tell me about Nandita's February and what can we expect in Valentine's Day? What can we expect around this time and for love in general? During the month of February, what can we expect for Nandita? Will Rohan Gupta be my Valentine or not? Okay. Tell me about this person. Tell me what we can expect from this person. Give me this person's energy, please. Give me this person's energy, Rohan. Give me this person's energy. Ooh. Okay, so I don't know if you guys had a past or anything, but it seems like there was some kind of situation here. Not necessarily that you guys dated, but somebody's being left out in the cold here. So it almost feels like you guys had something going on and now you're being kind of like left out in the cold, basically. Not, neglected, not talked to. And someone's putting this to rest. So it's like someone's kind of just like not putting the effort out anymore and they're focusing on their stability. They could be focused on creating more stability for you both, but I don't really see it that way since there's so much like left out in the cold and like, this person's like not around and they're not really like involved and they're kind of putting it to rest. So I feel like, this is you experiencing this. It's sad, and because I know that you do want them to be your Valentine, but it seems like this is kind of like neglect, or something where you're feeling that, you're feeling like this person's not around and they're not, they're not there. So let's see what else we can get. What is this Knight of Pentacles here for? So this person might come back, but I don't really see it in the month of February. It could be the month of, well, let me see. Month of February, will they be coming back around or is this later on? Okay, so this person's doing a lot of like introspection and a lot of self-reflection right now. So this is like a thing where they're doing time on their own. They're trying to figure out their own lives. The clarification for the Knight of Pentacles is the Six of Swords. So again, we have this leaving, putting it to rest, kind of going the opposite way as you. And that doesn't feel great. But the thing is, the World card is here. So basically that tells me that this could come back around, within the season. Sorry about my finger there. But with the seasons, like this is the 4 seasons in each corner. So it's like as we go around to each season and continue on throughout the year, this is what's going to happen. This person's going to come back around most likely. Now, what we have as well for the time period that they're going to come back is the Queen of Swords and the Hermit card. So this tells me basically this person could be a Virgo. It also just tells me that they could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but that's what those cards mean there. So I'm just including that for you. But basically what this is saying is someone needs to take responsibility. It could be them for kind of being a dick or just kind of like brushing you off. Maybe that's you wanting them to take responsibility. Maybe that's them wanting you to take responsibility for something they feel like you did wrong to them. But most likely what this is mostly is probably going to be about themselves. Like I said, they're focused on their stability. You know, they're focusing on this right here. So they're focused on this pentacle and how to create more stability for themselves. So they're not really focused on anything else but that right now. And so Valentine's Day for them is probably going to be pretty uneventful, meaning it's probably going to be not your Valentine. You know what I mean? Because this responsibility here with the Queen of Swords could just be talking about themselves. Like they need to take more responsibility in their own lives because they're doing a lot of self-reflection. So they're doing a lot of thinking and they're doing a lot of, trying to figure out where they're at right now and trying to figure out what they need to do with their lives to make themselves feel more stable. And again, the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Pentacles. So it's like something is telling them on and on and on, not stopping. You need to get more stable. You need to be more stable. And so that's what they're focused on right now. I don't see them focused on love, not with you, but just with anybody, with anything. It's like they're kind of just on their own right now, doing their, grinding basically. So I wouldn't worry about like any other person involved, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be doing much for Valentine's Day, okay? So let's see what else we can pick up on for you personally for Valentine's Day. The month of February and around that time, okay? I see that person coming back later on in the year, not February. Okay, so let's see what's going on, Anita. Okay, so we have you going your own way here, which is an amazing card here. But the thing is, too, you're a little held back and blocked, I feel, probably because of this person, but we do have the Queen of Swords here. And so she is representing a person who is very independent, very self-sufficient, doesn't need anyone, doesn't ask for permission. She knows what she's doing and she doesn't need help, She goes about her day and she's very determined to do what she needs to do. So that's really cool because it kind of seems like this leads you to that. Like it leads you to a more self-sufficient and more like fiery, like go-getter kind of attitude. So that's cool. But with the Hanged Man here, it's kind of saying that you're waiting for something. You're like waiting around for like more information before you can take action in some way or like something like that. So I see you're very independent in taking action, but about love, it could be that you're waiting for that person that we were talking about earlier. So that could be the case. And that could be holding you back a little bit though. I don't want to see you do that to yourself and like hold yourself back in life. You want to just kind of, try to embrace what you do have now and what's going on now so that you can have the best life you can have, for this time being. But yeah, it does seem like you're waiting for some information or some kind of like sign or some kind of like green light, you know what I mean? But it's holding you back in a way, like because you're waiting for this person, I feel like you're kind of missing out on certain things in life. So just keep that in mind if you do find yourself waiting for a person. Let's see, anything else we can get? Oh, Empress, you know what that means. New beginnings, fresh start, beauty. This is beautiful. It's something new, fresh, exciting, It's the birth of something. It could mean pregnancy, so be careful with that. When is this happening? When's this new beginning going to be happening? It could mean anything, too, about this new beginning. A new job, a new way of life, a new perspective, a new relationship. You just never know. What it could mean, though, is it could mean a pregnancy. So be careful with that. Just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to mean that you're going to get pregnant, but it could. So I would just keep that, I'd just be careful with that if I were you, because it's kind of what it can mean sometimes for sure. So let's see what this means for you, though. Let's see. What does the Empress mean for Anita? Okay, equal give and take. So there's a lot of balance that's going to be restored back into your life. And I feel like, oh, after a betrayal, yeah. So there's been a lot of recent, or maybe this is going to happen and then this is what happens later, but because I feel like this new start is kind of after the Ten of Swords. It's after something crazy happened, like not crazy, but after something, a betrayal happens. So it's basically like you're feeling like, you're dead to a person or you're like cut out or you're like basically done wrong, very wrong by a person unexpectedly, maybe just dropped out of nowhere or just blocked, but there is this new beginning, this beautiful new beginning having to do with an equal give and take with someone. So I feel like this is either you, being more open to others and like not letting this get you down to a point where you're like, I don't even want to share with anyone. I'm just going to take what I can get because fuck that. I'm not going to do this anymore. Like people suck. You know what I mean? That whole thing. So you're more like, okay, you know, I think I'm just going to like open myself up more and be more caring and sharing and giving. So, you know, I can have more connections and find the people that actually are supposed to be in my life. So, you know, it's beautiful. The Empress is beautiful. She's new beginnings, fresh start. And I feel like after this happened, so it's cool because it's like, it's not going to get you down. It's not going to hold you back in such a way that it can for some people. You know what I mean? Even though I do feel like you're holding on to a certain person that we were talking about earlier, it's still saying like, I feel like you're going to overcome this. You know, you're not going to let this completely hold you back. But that is a factor there. With the Empress, though, I do see, you know, the Queen of Wands and the Empress, it's like you are going to be fighting for your independence. You are going to be fighting to kind of like step on and forward and be able to do what you feel is right for yourself. So please keep that in mind as you're going through this month. You know, these things are big, important things that are happening for you. And that's just something to keep in mind to keep yourself going and kind of keep yourself on that right track to your soul purpose, right? So just don't lose track of that. Don't lose sight of it. We do see that you have, you know, stability here. The opportunity for stability, though. So remember that. It's not just a given. It's like, yeah, something wants to give you an opportunity, but you have to take it and you have to take action. So make sure you're taking action. Make sure you're not just like expecting things to be better. You know, you're going to have to do some healing work and all of that. But it looks like for February, it's going to be kind of like not uneventful, but I don't really see much in the love department. I see more of like you kind of overcoming these things and feeling like this new energy that you can really embrace and express in your own life. Like this is something that you need to take hold of and make it happen for yourself. You know what I mean? Just the energies are out there, but it's up to you to kind of make that happen and to live that life. You know, you can like, you know, dwell and just experience that kind of life, but you don't need to do that. This is good energy here. So good luck with that. I do see that you are going to have some good times, some good experiences, only because, you know, you're allowing yourself to. It's up to you, though, to allow yourself to. Nothing's going to happen, you know, just out of nowhere. If you're feeling like shit, you need to do something about that and, like, kind of have a talk with yourself and realize where you're at in life, you know? It's okay to feel like shit sometimes, but don't let it hold you back. I don't see it holding you back, though. But as of February, I don't really see much about love. It seems like you're kind of just experiencing a bit of loss and trying to kind of cope with that. But you're strong. You should be okay. These are issues that are coming up. So just keep that in mind that you're going to need to do some work, you know. You're probably going to need to do what he's pretty much doing right now, you know, which is that self-work, you know. I say, you know, a lot. Okay, so I got Cynthia and Miss Megan Bajdre on the list. So let's get this list going again. Azalea. Can you let Buzz out? But outside. Because he's gonna like keep fun. Well, out front. Okay. Hi. Kiss JG. I'll add you as well. I would, but it's just, you know, I should have before, but. Hi, Hope. Okay. Hi, GGC. Added you as well. Hi, SC. I've added all of you guys who are new here. Please go ahead and read the description so you can know how this is going to work today. If you're new here, please read the description so you can understand kind of how we do things around here. But let's have some fun. Okay, so Azalea, did you have any questions about February and Valentine's Day, or do you want me to just kind of look into it for you generally? Go ahead and post any questions that you have about February and about a certain person or anything. But I'm going to get going and get started on your reading. So let's see what's going on with Azalea in February. And for Valentine's Day. For Valentine's Day, what is happening? What do we need to know, and what can we expect from love for Azalea here? What do we need to know about love, and what do we need to expect? Okay, it could be an earth sign person that you're dealing with here, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If not, I would say you're really on your grind and you're just really feeling like that self-sufficient ability to even take care of yourself and buy nice things. Like, this is about material things and about having stuff and about, you know, having nice stuff. It's not just like you're broke right now. If you are, then I would say that this is something that you're really focused on, like, heavily. And that could actually get in the way of some of your relationships or some of your happiness even. But a lot of us do that. So let's see what this is kind of trying to say for you in regards to February and Valentine's Day. Okay, so you've been very focused on your stability. Very, very determined on finding that stability in your life, that money, you know, where you can finally feel secure and everything's kind of going well for you in regards to money and finances, material items, like stability, you know, these things. And you have fire here. But I would say that this fire, it's either, you know, there could be a fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like more this is talking about, you know, you just being on your grind and you trying to find that stability in your life, you know, but being very determined about it as well. So you shouldn't have a hard time doing that. It's just something that's there. Like, it's basically the main focus. Yes, trying to focus on that. Please would like to know what's up with Alan, Leo. So we got that fire there. Tell me about Alan. Yes, I have a Leo and a Sagittarius on my mind. Okay. So tell me about Alan and the Sag. Tell me about their love life for February. What is going on with Alan? What can you expect from him? Give me his energy, please, in regards to this month, and Azalea, please. Give me Alan's energy in regards to this month for Azalea. 3 of Cups. So this could be celebration. Maybe you and, you know, some mutual friends are getting together with this person. You know, there is celebration going on, so maybe you guys will get together at some point. Equal give and take, so I feel like maybe exchanging of gifts. Okay, well, we have Sagittarius here, so maybe it's talking about the 3 because you and these 2 people you have on your mind. But I feel like either there's going to be an equal balance between you, like you see this here. This, sorry. See this, the scales in this card here. Sorry. The scales in this card. He's holding these scales here. Sorry, my thing is like backwards, so I keep going like this, and I'm like trying to point the other way. But this is the scales here. So he's like giving to these people who are less fortunate. But for your situation, I feel like it's saying like you guys have this equal give and take about you. Like when the other person's down, you're helping them out, and when, you know, vice versa. But, you know, this is the Sag card. So I feel like this is the Sag that you're taking priority with. But there are 3 people in the situation. So that could be what it's saying too. Like there's 3 people involved. And basically, maybe you guys are all going to be partying together. I don't know. I mean, that would be a weird situation. But there's definitely that, you know, note about how there's 3 involved. But also celebration, quite possibly. And I think the Sagittarius, though, is the one who you're going to be mostly focused on, or who might ask you out or something because he's here. We're showing here. So let's see what this is talking about. Give me Alan's energy. It's funny because we don't get Alan's energy much at all, except for if he's this 3rd person involved here. So let's see what's going on, what else we can find out about this, and tell me what we need to know about this 3 of Cups. Okay, yeah, you have a lot of anxiety and worry. Like, I feel like this is a big thing on your mind right now just because you don't want to, like, you don't know who to choose. You don't know what to do. You don't know who's going to like you more or what the best situation is going to be. Whenever there's 3, it's like such a confusing situation, of course. But, you know, this is you with a bunch of anxiety and basically like, what's going to happen next? What do I need to do? And just being like kind of hyper vigilant about that, like really kind of just anxiety ridden about this. Let's see if we're going to see any like resolution or he's remodeling our new place. Yes, I have a Leo and a Sagittarius on my mind. Okay, that makes sense. He's remodeling our new place. Oh my God, that's so funny. It's okay. I see it though. But honestly, Alan lives with me. Okay. So there you go. That's the 3. Maybe you guys are all spending time together, right? You guys are all going to be like drinking, not necessarily drinking, but, you know, even though they're drinking here, or, you know, they're cheering to something. So celebration. Maybe it's you three are going to be like getting along on that day. We sleep with each other, but nothing sexual. Oh, wow. Yeah. When is that going to change? Right? Because it's not for long. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe he's gay. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but it's just funny because it's like a guy and a girl in the same bed. Like that's not gonna be like that for very long without having to. I don't know. It could, but let's just see what happens here. It looks like three of you are gonna be partying on that day, or not even just partying, but celebrating that day. You know what I mean? So even if it's casual, that's kind of a weird situation, but it seems like it could work out in a weird way that's not too like crazy or unpleasant. So let's see. Yeah, very quickly. Okay. Spoke too soon. Very quickly, we're seeing some confusion, some clouded thinking, some I'm not sure what the hell I'm dealing with energy. Let's see what else. And also, this is Pisces from the moon. Yeah, someone wants to get what they want to get out of this. It's probably you, just because I don't know if they know about, like, you're thinking about both of them. But, you know, it's somebody who wants to get what they want to get out of it. So basically, you know, that could be kind of a bad thing, you know, kind of greed, but at the same time, it could just mean like basically you're trying to do what is the best thing for yourself. Like you kind of want the best out of it, you know, you just don't know what that is yet. So we have the cards here, the moon and the Knight of Swords. So very quickly here, like almost suddenly without even much, you know, happening before that, it's like just very suddenly, very abruptly and very in your face, like just all of a sudden, and in a pretty forceful way, the moon is going to be here and it's going to be present. It's going to be very obviously present. So that means like clouded thinking. Things are just not going to be clear. Things are just going to seem like kind of mixed messages. Like I don't even know what's happening. Like where do I stand with these people? You know what I mean? So it's going to get confusing really quick. I would say try your best to figure out what you're doing with which person before that happens, because once that happens, it's kind of like you're in this whole ocean of I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and it's just complicated. So no one wants that kind of energy. It just seems like February is going to be kind of confusing and kind of complicated, but I think really the ball's in your court. It's like basically whatever you choose to do with this. So just keep that in mind. You know, you do have the power at any time to walk away from both of these people, or, you know, have one of them move out or whatever. But like, it's not really something that you have no control over. You know what I mean? You do have control over it. It's just this February. It's either going to be you're hanging out with all three of them. And I feel like that's when things get weird, like maybe the next day or like something like soon after that. But it seems like February and Valentine's Day in and of itself are going to be at least the beginning of February, and Valentine's Day should be a pleasant experience. I don't see that being the confusing part. It seems like this is like afterwards, like all of a sudden you thought things were all good and you know, casual and good and fun and whatever, things are cool. And then the next day it's just like boom, everything's just weird, everyone's all acting awkward and like no one knows how to feel. And so just keep that in mind, that like these are two men and you, so they could start to have feelings and then be kind of like competing, or you know, there's confusion, there's mixed messages, there's going to be some kind of weird vibe going on, so just be careful with that. Okay, and yes, my love is a mess. That's why trying to just focus on career, right? Yeah, that's a good idea for now, at least. We sleep with each other, but nothing sexually, doesn't want to move out, and it makes me feel stuck. Yeah, you got to tell that guy. Let's see. What does Alan want? What does Alan want? Sorry, my finger is like retarded today, so I can't really shuffle that well. I sliced it open, so that's why there's this big thing on it. Alan wants to find his own stability, basically, and he doesn't want to be alone. So I don't know if that means he's using you or if he really does enjoy your company. I mean, it looks like he does not want to be left out in the cold. He doesn't have anywhere else to go, probably, but he does want stability. So he's trying to like keep the stability in his life, and you're probably the most stable he has, you know, because he has you to go to and all of that. It's like he has you know, a consistent place to stay. I'm not saying he's using you. I'm just saying it could be kind of that he's not really like concerned with anything else but getting his like but having security, you know what I mean? But let's see how far this goes with the security thing. Does he have any feelings for her? Like, what does he want in regards to a relationship? Is he going to want a relationship with her? What is his, why is he there, and what is his plan? How does he feel about Azalea? Ooh, interesting. So yeah, he's like almost like worried about this, you know? Like I was gonna say terrified, but that's not exactly the case. He's just, I think he's been hurt a lot in the past. Maybe he's been left a lot. Like I don't know. To me, it feels like he's been either betrayed a lot because you see he's hurt here. You see this, his bandage on his head. So he's not like paranoid looking around. I mean, he's been hurt many times in the past in this card. So he's looking to, you know, he wants to see it before it happens kind of thing. And it's really hard to do that. And it's a horrible energy to live in. But that's kind of where he's at right now. So I feel like even if he's not showing that to you, like we're saying that, that is what it is. It's like he's just kind of afraid. Maybe he doesn't even understand that all the way. But this is like he's afraid to work hard at something and really be involved with something like that because he's kind of worried that this is where he's going to end up, and it's just a stress in his life. I mean, he thinks he's going to end up alone in bed too because he thinks he's going to end up without the person. Like they're going to leave him, or it's just not going to work out for whatever reason. He just hasn't had many good experiences like that. So this is the balance that he kind of is looking for. But I don't really see that, like he's not allowing that or inviting it into his life. So I feel like he's just a bit, I don't want to say like he's scared. He could be scared, but the thing is like it's not just that he's scared, it's that he's aware, and he's probably been through this many times. So he's aware that this isn't always just going to last, and I think he's been hurt quite a few times or left, or you know, just basically left in the cold or made to feel, he felt like after the, you know, in the aftermath of his relationships, he's felt like alone, and he just doesn't want to feel like that again. So right now, he's not trying to dig too deep with anything, but Valentine's Day comes around, he might change his mind about that, you know? So I would just be careful with that. Be very sensitive to these people's feelings, just anyone who's involved, yours as well. So, you know, just try to maintain fairness, you know, try to be completely honest with people about what you're trying to do. While even though it's kind of hard right now because you're trying to figure out what to do, but this is the balance that's needed, the fairness, the justice, you know, doing the right thing kind of. So, you know, keep these things in mind during this month. This is going to be a pretty interesting month for you. So good luck with that. He's been hurt by me. Yeah, exactly. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so let's move on. Let me add some more people to this list. AJ. Ricky, we called you yesterday. Okay, yeah, everyone who's here is on the list. Go ahead and like this video, guys, if you get a chance to, please. It just helps YouTube to kind of show it to other people so they can know that other people content, and it gets it kind of spread out to others. So please go ahead and do that for me really quick. Everyone who's here right now is on the list. If you are kind of confused about what's going on or just not sure, you're asking a question or something and you're just not sure like what we're doing here, we're doing this spin the wheel thing. So I'll show you right now. You'll see how this works. But you can also read the description. You should go ahead and do that just so you know you can make it clear for yourself and not have any confusion. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit here. Oops. Okay. Jamie Lee. Are you here still, Jamie? Here. Okay, great. Okay, so let's start. What's happening in February for Jamie Lee? Around Valentine's Day and all of that, what do we need to know? What is happening for her? What are some interesting things from her person? What do we need to know? Is there anyone involved here? Is this going to be a lonesome February, or is this going to be an eventful February? Is this person going to be around? I would say it's going to be non-lonesome. You're not going to have, well, I wouldn't say you're not going to have trouble, but you're going to have somebody who wants to come in and offer you some kind of connection. That's cool. That's interesting. So let's see who this is. Could be a water sign person, but it could just be, you know, talking about someone asking you out. Because that's what Page of Cups is, you know, someone trying to get to know you and ask you on a date or something. So someone interested in you. And, you know, showing that. Ooh, 3 of Swords. So have you had a past person break your heart, basically? And this could be who this is. We have Sag here. It doesn't have to be a Sag, but that's what's coming out. Also Empress. So it could be, okay, so this is, hang on a second. We're talking about maybe a new person because the Empress. Or this is talking about, this is an old person. If you have a Sag from your past, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, then I would say that's what this is. And this card here, the Empress, is basically just saying, like, you're going to have a new start with the person. That's what you're trying to do. So, or that's the, you know, that's the idea. So here we have this person coming in after a heartbreak. Maybe you just had a heartbreak or something like that. The past person is a Pisces. Okay. So we have a heartbreak and somebody coming in after this heartbreak. And it could be a Sagittarius person. It could just mean that you're really trying to restore the balance and harmony back into your life if it's not a Sag. This is the Sag card, but if it's not a Sag, we're talking about, okay, you trying to find that balance and restore that balance into your life. We have this new beginning here, so it could be that this person is a new beginning, or it's talking about this harmony and peace is your new beginning, and you're just kind of like trying to enjoy that. Let's see if we have anything about love here, though, specifically, just to clarify. What exactly are we dealing with here? Tell me what this whole thing represents. Is this love? Is this harmony and peace? Is that what the new beginning is? Okay. Ooh. I don't like that. Okay. It says, okay, so it came out like this. I saw this one first, then this one, then this one. So deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This could have been about your past. This could have been about like the person that you were just dealing with. And maybe that's why the heartbreak was there, because someone was kind of fake, or they just weren't like, you know, exactly what you had thought, or exactly what they said they were in the beginning, or, you know, pretended to be or whatever. Or, you know, you just felt like there was deception at play. Then it says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this is coming out because it's like, basically, you got to move on from this and you have to decide now. Okay, what exactly do I want and need in a relationship? One thing is, you know what you don't want, and that's deception, that's lies, that's all the bullshit that the Pisces gave you. All of that is like what you don't want. But there are probably some things that you want out of them too. It's just that, you know, this is something for you to consider and think about this month. This is going to be a month of like, I need to figure out what I need, you know, what's best for me, and so that I can find it. Because when you go out into the dating world, you don't want to go out and just, hey, anything, anyone, you know, just, not to say that you would do that, but just being open to kind of like anything and anyone. It's like you have to know and have boundaries and have preferences. You have to have some kind of like boundary or some kind of like way you're trying to go in life, values. What do you need in a relationship to feel safe, valued, and loved? Do you even know? A lot of people don't. So just keep that in mind. That's something for you to consider so that when you go back out there, it's like, oh yeah, that's what I want. That's what I've been waiting for. Or that's definitely what I don't want. I already know what that is. Don't want anything to do with that at all. Like you already know. It's not even like a question. You just know exactly what you're wanting. And so you don't have any like, well, maybe I should try. No, I don't want that. Or yes, that kind of seems like something I want. So, and then it says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This reading could be talking about, okay, this could be talking about a new person coming in. It's telling you it's safe for you to love. I feel like the next relationship you get into is probably going to be one that is more ideal for you if you've done this work, if you've done this and, gotten your boundaries and deal breakers lists, you got those on hand, you remember them like the back of your hand. You know what you want and need, basically. But if you don't know what you want and need and you decide to skip over that work, then it's like you could date someone who's not ideal for you again. Only you would be able to make that happen or not make that happen for yourself. No one can do that for you. So it's time for you to really like kind of hermit mode it and figure out what it is that you need. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be in the same situation again. So this is kind of like your opportunity to really kind of figure yourself out and figure out what it is that you need in a relationship. And so that person can come to you and you can notice them and then take them in and feel safe to love them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of you, this is coming out this month, except for Azalea, of course. This month, it seems like it's more healing and it's more, you trying to figure out like, what do I need and what do I want? And what am I looking for? You know what I mean? Because this person coming into your life right now, you're just trying to restore this balance and harmony. You're just trying to have a new fresh start after this Three of Swords here, after this heartbreak. So it's like, but it could be, okay, that could be the water sign, the Pisces right there, right? They broke your heart. They came in, broke your heart. They probably initiated and came up to you or whatever. Maybe they do still try to come back in sometimes, but right now you're just focused on, sometimes they might try to confuse you and have that little like, how you doing? And it's just confusing as fuck. And it's just like, leave me alone or come back. You know what I mean? Like make a decision because I'm confused now. The moon card is all about clouded thinking, mixed messages and all of that. So that's just why I associate Pisces with that sometimes. And with them coming in here, it's like either they came in and then they broke your heart. And then now it's kind of just like, I'm trying to find balance and peace and harmony. And you should be able to do that if you're determined enough to find that. You know what I mean? Like, don't let anybody do these things to you. Just come back out on top by being there for yourself, the best you can. That's all you can really do. That's all you can really do is just try, try to be there for yourself. So, healing work, okay, this month. You might be alone on Valentine's Day, or not alone. Screw that. You might be doing your own thing on Valentine's Day. We'll put it that way. My friend got this like book that was like kind of like rephrasing negative thoughts and phrase or things you say, right? And that's a good way to put it. Like, it's not you're alone on Valentine's Day. It's that you're doing your own thing. You're on your own doing your thing on Valentine's Day. Okay, that's how we'll put it. So fun, yay! Eva or Ava or okay, gotcha. Oh my god, your best friend decides trying to pursue you. Oh my god, Pisces are the most indecisive. I agree. You're welcome. Okay, let me see if we can get PayPal up here. Oh, we have Andrea as well. Okay. 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 So Beidre and Eva Lebedinsky. All right, Beidre, are you around? Obviously, but where are you at? Do you have a specific question that you wanted to ask? And I'm adding you guys to the list, whoever's new here. How are you, AZ? Or as? I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Thank you for the donation, Beidre. Let's see what is happening for you in February. Let's use the Romance Angels Oracle to see, about love, right? That's what we all want to know about, I think. What's happening in February for her? What do we need to know is happening in February for her? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. If there's someone that you're thinking about approaching, it might be a good idea to do that. It might be okay to do that. It's kind of urging you to do that. So that could be a fun time. That could be something that you could do. I wouldn't, it's like you're not being blocked. It's almost like you're allowed to. I mean, it's up to you, but I feel like it's encouraging that, Like, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Couldn't have said it better. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Maybe this is a mutual friend that you have with your other friends, and they can help you to like pull this date together, talk to this person you don't really know yet. Maybe you've seen or something with them. They're just let them help you. Let them be there for you support wise, all of these things. Just let them be there for you in whatever way they're there. You know what I mean? Like, don't isolate. Allow your friends to be there and help you. Ask for and accept support from others, okay? This could be family, friends, anyone who's trying to support you. Don't be closed off to it and try to see it as a good thing. Just take what you can from it in a way that's good. If there's negatives, of course, then, try to ignore those or try to just like not allow that to affect you, but take whatever positive is there. And then we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe that's why the friends are there, because it's saying basically, you're going to have this separation. Maybe they're going to be there for you in that way when that happens. Of course, hopefully they are. Hopefully you have some kind of support system when that happens. Maybe this is talking about an ex, and we're talking about like, okay, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Maybe you have a new person on your mind, because let your friends help you with the separation. And, maybe this new person is okay. Let's see about this express your love. Tell me more about express your love and tell me what we need to know about that. Is this talking about a new person and then they're going to separate very soon afterwards? Or is this talking about the ex person and then this is like a new situation here? Let go of control issues and attraction. Okay. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, and you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I love this card because it's a woman just smelling the flowers. To me, that says she's just being herself. She's just being her natural self. So that's advice to you to go ahead and do the same. Don't try to be somebody that you're not, and don't try to be anything that you don't feel comfortable with being. You know what I mean? Just be yourself and be your natural, beautiful self, because it looks like that's going to get somebody's attention. Let go of control issues is there because it's saying allow the situation to unfold naturally. Don't have any like desired outcome or like, I think we're going to meet up at this time or like this is how I'm going to orchestrate it. Like, stop doing all of that. You know what I mean? Just allow it to happen, because it seems like this is something that you really have no control over. And the more you try to do that or try to orchestrate it or like plan it, it's going to not work out. You know what I mean? So it seems like there is somebody new coming in, but it's basically saying like allow it to just happen and unfold and do not try to put too much pressure or expectations on it. And I feel like you did have a separation recently. So that's, I think, what your friends are talking about there, you know, the support system. Also with this new person, they can even be a good judge of character for you if you're unsure. Talk to your friends about it, you know, see what they think. Like if they're like, girl, this person is not even the same, like they're not even, they don't click with you at all. Like they're totally not your type or style, or like they don't believe in the things you believe. You know what I mean? Like sometimes your friends are better objective, you know, perspective. So you can take advantage of that if you'd like. It seems like there's a new person coming in and you're kind of maybe unsure about it. Maybe you're going to ask your friends about it. Or maybe you're completely sure about it and you should really ask your friends about it because you're kind of not seeing something. So it seems like this is going to be a month of there are people involved, or there's someone involved in your life that you're trying to, you know, should I or shouldn't I approach them? Maybe you should ask them to be your Valentine instead of waiting for them to ask you. And they might be like, okay, they might be like flattered and kind of surprised, you know, because it's not usually how it happens, but it does happen. It's totally okay. Saying go ahead and make the romantic gestures though. Let's see what else we need to know about February for Beidre. Any new visions here? See some indecisiveness about a lover, yeah. You're juggling. And I think what you're juggling is either indecisiveness in general, like with your whole situation, or like, should I or shouldn't I do this with this person? Like, should I make the romantic gesture or shouldn't I? You know what I mean? Should I stay single or shouldn't I? Should I allow this into my life right now? Like, I just went through some shit and I'm kind of still going through some shit about love. And so do I really want to like invite another person back into my life? Do I really want to go there yet? You know, but I do see that there's a connection of some sort. Two of Cups. It's very beautiful, but it's a connected energy that, you know, you can really feel that vibe. Like that person is like you. You guys click in a huge way. You get along very well and things are just like you see eye to eye. So that's good. But, you know, you're still indecisive. I think it's really kind of just because of your past though and what you've recently experienced. So keep that in mind. This month, there's going to be some kind of connection, I feel like, coming in. And you're going to be kind of like iffy about it. You know, should I, shouldn't I? But you probably will want to, it seems like you will want to approach it, but unsure how to do so, or maybe waiting for them to. And it says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Another thing is allow your friends to help you. Allow them to be supportive to you in any way that they're being supportive to you. Do not isolate it this time. So it's usually me who makes the moves. I had just told myself I'm not anymore. If they want me, there's 3 they can reach out. Wow, okay. Okay. So yeah, it seems like maybe you're going to have to take the initiative this time. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. It seems like there is somebody that there is a strong, like, I see eye to eye with kind of connection. You'll probably know which one that is more than the others. Like somebody you really just, it clicks. You know what I mean? You have the same values. You agree on a lot of things. It's like you just see each other and you understand, like, you know, things are just connected and clicking in a very strong way. So I would say that it'll be probably pretty obvious which one that's talking about. There's a few of them. And then Eva or Ava, or what is your question? Are you here still? Are you around? Of course. Thank you, Beidre. Good to see you. Good luck with February and have fun. Okay, Eva or Eva or Ava Lebedinsky. Okay. What things did I do or bring to my last relationship that I shouldn't do again in the future? Oh, wow. Interesting question. Okay. Very interesting question. Nice. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I appreciate that. So let's see. What kind of things did you bring to your last relationship that you should not bring into the next? What Kind of traits, behaviors, mindsets, attitudes, thoughts, feelings. Well, not feelings, because feelings are okay to have, but what kind of role did she contribute to her last relationship? Which things should she improve in her future relationships and not repeat? Okay. So looking outside of yourself for satisfaction, like not looking within enough. This is talking about basically you looking for satisfaction. Like, okay, he's got 8 cups down here filled, right? They're filled, so he's got enough, and probably even a little, some extras there. But it's kind of noting that he still doesn't feel like it's enough. And it could be because what enough is something that a lot of people don't feel because they're looking outside of themselves, or they're looking for things that aren't within, like satisfied, within themselves. They're looking for, like, he's out there. He's going to these mountains here, and it's a solo journey. It's a pretty lonely journey, but it's necessary because only you can do that for yourself in your life. Like, only you can find what's going to make you feel satisfied on the inside. Only you can do that work. So he's going and he's trying to find that. It's more of like trying to find your life's purpose or meaning, or what really means something to you in your life, because all of this stuff that you have, even the extras, you have enough, and maybe even a little of what you want too. It's not just what you need, but it's whatever you want and need is not here in this stuff, and you have it, but it's just not really what you're looking for. So you're kind of looking for something else to kind of fill this place here. Didn't mean to flip you off there, but to fill that spot, it's like you're looking for that missing piece. It's like there's some kind of void or some kind of like hole inside that you feel like needs to be filled, but you might be looking in the wrong areas for it. And so this tells me there's some kind of new beginning. Like, maybe you feel like new beginnings are where things are going to get better. Like, but what that's doing is it's kind of like you don't solve the problems you have at the time you have them. Like, whatever these problems are right in the here and now, you're really kind of looking to avoid that. Maybe not really trying to, like, consciously trying to avoid it, but that's what you're doing because you're going, okay, I want some kind of a fresh start, and then that will bring better times. Like, maybe I could just kind of erase all of this and things will be better. Maybe we could just forget and, like, things will be good. Let's just move forward. Let's just have a new, fresh experience. But what you're forgetting is that you need to kind of fix the problems that are right there. And from the past, because those are affecting the present. Obviously, we've done things that have gotten us to this point here. We have a past, we have history, so it's not just so simple as that. But to find the balance in your life, that's another thing. This is something that you're just going to need to do, probably before you get into your next relationship. I would say is probably the best way to do it, because then you don't have to juggle another person's kind of like lifestyle with yours and their feelings and thoughts. It's really just like, what do I need, So when you're in your next relationship, you already have what you need, so you're just looking for another person to add to the fun. It's not like you need each other. It's really just like, what can we add to each other's lives? How can we make our lives, better without being so dependent, because we don't have something and we're looking for something to fill our own selves. So basically, this is kind of like the balance between these two things, like looking for what you really need in your life to feel, satisfied and like you have enough, and also not just avoiding problems that are here now, but actually facing them. And that's where the good times come. It's not about fresh start. I mean, it is, but there's steps to get there. You can't just get there. You can't just be there because you want to. You know what I mean? You have to actually put effort in, and not that you haven't, but you know what I mean? You have to actually, like, make it better. You can't just forget about all of the stuff. And so it's like a balance between these things. That's basically what I'm seeing. It's like a balance. And I think probably before you get into your next relationship is a good idea to try to find a balance between these things. So that would mean, like, solving problems in your own life instead of just, like, thinking, I need to, like, do something different. I need to, like, start going to the gym and then I'll be happy. Or I need to start, like, becoming vegan and then I'll be happy, or I need to, like, just, date somebody new or have a new experience, move, like, all of these things are great. They're great, but they're not going to heal everything that you need healing from. And they're certainly not going to fill the void that you need filled. You know what I mean? So get therapy if you need it. Don't be ashamed of that shit. I mean, we all need therapy, to be real. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that's something that's a good option for you. And with COVID and everything, we can only do things online probably. There are probably some people that still will take you in with therapy and stuff, but 7 Cups is a really cool website and app. So go ahead and check that out. And I think the people on there, like, I'm not like trying to sell you something. I've really used it myself. And the people on there they're called listeners. You can actually buy a therapist, like you can monthly pay for like a real therapist on there. But if you want to do it for free, you can do that as well. And I've used it myself. It's been very helpful to me, because people are there, they're called listeners, right? And the listeners, I don't think they're just bullshit. I think these people really care because they have to go through like a very extensive test. I've taken the test and it is extensive. Like you can't just like want to fuck with people and be on that, and be a listener. You have to like really read this stuff and like actually answer these questions and take all these tests and like actually make it through to being a listener to help people. Like you can't just like be one. You know what I mean? It does take some work. So I feel like the people on there actually do care. And I've talked to them, they have helped me, like just because they're listening and they're just trying to offer you advice, like things that like maybe you haven't even considered. It's not anything like they're suggesting crazy. It's really just listening to you and helping you to solve your own problems. And it's really helpful. So if you don't have the money or COVID is stopping you from getting therapy, that could be an option for you if you want to talk about things. And that goes for everybody. So, okay. Yeah, no. Can't be doing that. I understand, but that's the thing that you have to do is you have to get you have to face those things and heal. And it's like obviously, but we all avoid a bit, but hopefully you're able to kind of stop doing that or see more the ways that you can help yourself in that way by healing, looking at your problems and just facing them and being able to process them. Probably not on your own though. That's where therapy comes in. You might be able to, but I mean, most people can't, so nothing to be ashamed of there. But yeah, I'm glad it resonated. And good luck, and hopefully you have a good February, girl. Yeah, Desiree, you're on the list. You're definitely on the list, okay? Don't worry about that. You're definitely on the list. Anyone who's here right now is on the list, so please don't worry about that. You're all on the list, except for case files. You are not. I'll put you there. Pinky Witchy. Okay, I think that's everyone that's come so far. Okay. Yeah, I still have you on the list as well, Desiree. So I'm just shuffling a bit, and then we will spin. Love. So Kiss JG. Are you still here? I know you're like in the beginning. Sometimes we don't have people from the beginning still. So let me know, Kiss JG. We'll give her, or him, but I'm guessing it's a her. I shouldn't assume, but we'll give them 30 seconds to get here. So just give it 30, you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay. We don't have her. Oh, that sucks. We're gonna have to move on. Okay. Kiss JG. Going once, going twice. Kiss JG. Hopefully you arrive in a second. No? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to move on, so let's see. Angel Carlos, are you here still? Are you still around, Angel? Angel Carlos, are you still here? Angel. Okay, we'll give them 30 as well. Hello. So do we have Angel here? We might have to spin again. That sucks. Okay. So let's see here. Sorry, Angel. That sucks. Okay. Who's it gonna be? Red! You better be here this time. Yesterday we called Red and they weren't here. And so if they're not here again today, I'm gonna be like, you failed. You suck at life. You're failing miserably at this game. Red. Oh my God, are they not? Okay, we'll give them 30. We'll give them 30 seconds. See, this is the part where no one's gonna be here right now. I mean, someone will eventually, but let's see. Okay, we'll give them 30 to get here. Okay, they're here. Hey, how's it going? All right, so let's look into your February grid. I'm glad you're here with us today because we called you yesterday as well and you weren't here. So that would have sucked if you weren't here right now. So I got you. I see ya. Let's see what's going on for February and Valentine's Day for you, okay? What's happening for Red, Valentine's Day in February? The star, so we could have an Aquarius in your life, or this is just saying like keep hope up, keep faith up, do not give up on your love life or on, you know, whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't give up. This is like a sign, do not stop working towards your goals. And I feel like love too, like it could be an Aquarius, but it's also, I feel like saying, you know, don't give up hope for love. So you could be like starting to do that, but let's see what's coming out. King of Cups, Five of Swords. So, okay, I mean, don't give up hope, but I could see why you might want to do that because there's some kind of like negative ass energy, competitiveness, or some kind of person who is like really trying to just win overall. And so that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. That's kind of a thing that's like, you know, ew, I don't want to deal with people like that. Because you're a very caring person. So it's like, this is your King of Cups here. It could be a water sign as well we're dealing with. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Look out for that. But I feel like this is like a kind energy, a kind person who's dealing with someone who's really nasty. So it could have been like, that's what the situation was. And don't give up hope because of that person who is just like not your person, obviously. but you're very sensitive, so I feel like that's a factor that's going to be, it's going to play a big role in your February. Like, this is something that you're aware of now. Maybe you weren't so aware of it before, maybe you were, but to me it seems like this person kind of sparked a feeling in you that you weren't really sure you even had. Like, you didn't even know that you were that sensitive. But the person, like, what I'm saying is, this person is, they're competitive, they're like a bully almost. Like, they don't, they're not, see these people in the background? Hi again. My computer died, so I'm sorry. I fixed it though. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so let's continue. This person here is like a negative ass energy. It's a person who basically is like competitive. They're like a bully. You see these people in the background that are like cowering away? It looks better in the other deck. You can see and understand what I am saying more, but can you hear me? Oh, you can't. Oh yeah, you can. You can hear me right now. Can you still hear me right now? Let me know before I continue, because that's important. Okay, awesome. So this person is like, it's easier to see in the other deck, like exactly what this is saying, but it's a person who's like really nasty. They're just like trying to win at all costs. And so I feel like this person really affected your life and your feeling about hope. And should I, like, am I worth anyone's time? Can I move on and can I have actually like a good experience in love? So yeah, the star card's here to say, yes, you can. Do not give up hope. If you were thinking about giving up hope, that was wrong to do. Do not do that. Don't keep going in that direction, okay? What do we have coming in February? What do we need to know? Maybe there's some healing going on here because of this situation. This is coming out here, so it's going to play a big role, but let's see what's going on. Anything else? Any new events? Anything we need to know about Valentine's Day? What do we see for love? What do we see for companionship and all of that? What do we see? Okay. Maybe this is you trying to finally get what you want and deserve, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's just like a little greedy. Sometimes it can mean with the Nine of Cups here, but more so than anything else. I feel like it's saying basically you just like being sure that you get what you need and want now. Being sure that your needs are met, basically. So we also have stability. It could be a earth sign person, Cancer, Earth, sorry, not Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It could be in your life coming in February. We have the moon, so it could be a Pisces. And that's funny, I almost said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces too. So water, the King of Cups here too, it came out, so that's water as well. Could be a water sign person. But also with the moon here, I feel like, you're very focused on your stability, but the moon's coming out saying, look, you're kind of lost right now. You're kind of feeling like you're unsure of what to do, unsure of like where to turn, like what to think about your love life. And so I feel like you're kind of just like in this position of, I don't really even know what I'm doing. And you're getting mixed messages from yourself, from the world, the universe, and anyone you're dealing with right now. It's kind of just all up in the air. You don't really know where you stand. So everything's confusing right now. That's okay. It'll pass. But right now, I think it's probably best for you to just focus on this stability of yours so that you can feel like you're standing on your own 2 feet. You don't need anyone else to like tell you what's going on. You kind of already know. And if you don't like something that's going on, you can say no. You can just walk away from that and not have to deal with it. because right now I feel like you're kind of in this dependent state of like, feeling like you need somebody and you don't. This is having to do with the nostalgic feeling from the past. This person could really have affected you. And so that's why the star card came out, because it's saying like, don't worry, you can find love again and you will. This month it's probably not going to happen. It could happen with a water sign person, but I feel like if that happens, it'll be a person who's more of a friend first. Like it'll be a supportive person that you may actually have feelings for later, or they may have feelings for you later. But I don't see it happening this month. It seems like Valentine's Day again, just like a few others, this is a healing month for you. This is a month for you to kind of like do your own thing and figure out what you need. Heal yourself, know that you don't need anybody to heal you. And no one really can. So just keep that in mind. No one can do that for you. And once you do that, then you'll have better relationships anyway. So this is something to look forward to. This is not like, oh, I'm going to be alone this month. No, this is good energy here. This is like time for you to actually figure it out, what you need and want. But this month I don't really see anything like in regards to like a new person coming in. If they do, it's remember that supportive friend or supportive person coming in, and maybe you're having feelings for them later, but right now it's not really anything like that, but very supportive. You should have a good support around you with that King of Cups. You should have people who genuinely care about you and want to see you do well. So don't forget about those friends, you guys. Don't forget about those supportive people in your life. Those people are important for us, Yeah, I know a little bit about astrology. I'm still learning it myself. It's very complex. I have this book. It's called Astrology for Yourself. It's like a workbook. You guys should get it if you're interested in astrology. But it made me realize like I know nothing about astrology like I thought I did. It's complicated. It's so much more complicated than I thought. But it's a great book because it teaches you a lot. But it's just so much more than you even. You know what I mean? It's like not a beginner's book. It can be. I mean, it walks you through it, but even I struggle with some of the parts. So I'm just saying, but that's a really cool book. I mean, if you guys want to know about astrology for Yourself is a really cool book. I should have put those links in the description and everything. I'll do that next time, but I didn't know I was going to be bringing that up. But okay, so let me add you, Kimon, to the list because I know you're not on there yet. Was there anyone else? Okay. Oh, wait, Karina. Almost missed you. Okay. All right, you guys ready? I misspelled that. It's A-Z. I thought I put A-Z, but I know it's A-Z. A-Z Ashburn, I think it said, right? Are you here, A-Z? A-Z, are you here? Make yourself known. Show yourself. I'm going to give you 30 as well, so be right back. Okay, so we do not have AZ here anymore, unfortunately, so let's continue. AJ, woo! AJ, where you at? Are you here? Are you here? AJ, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Make yourself known. Let's give them 30 as well. Hopefully they're here. Let's see. Are they here? No. Okay. Well, moving on. Sorry, that sucks. They're not here, but okay. Is Pinky Witchy 50 Martin here? Pinky 50 Witchy Martin. Pinky Witchy 50 Martin. Hello, love. Are you here? Yes, you did get skipped, Angel. Come back tomorrow night and we'll do this again, okay? Gotta be here. You know the rules. You know this already. Sorry. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, I understand. I understand completely. Yep. No, I got you. Yeah. Loud and clear, Buzz. Loud and clear. Loud and clear, Buzz. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, I hear you. I really do. I understand. Thank you. You're right. You know what he just said, right? He said, y'all need to be here when your name's called. No, you came back after your name was called. You left for a second, remember? Pinky Witchy 50 Martin's not here. Oh my god. Aw. Okay, well that sucks. Like I said, you guys read the description so you understand like the rules here tonight. We all got to work together to make this flow, okay? So please read the description. If you don't know what the rules are, please go ahead and do that. It just takes a second. And it's nothing crazy, you know, I think it's fair. It's just so everyone gets a fair chance of getting a reading, you know? So let's move forward. Karina Chandler. Okay. Karina, are you here still, love? I'm sorry, Angel. No one else had that experience. Just you, so. Sorry, I do this for everybody. I do the same thing for everybody. Just come back tomorrow. It's no big deal. I can re-add you to the list, yeah. I've done that before. Gotcha. Okay, so is Karina here? Is Karina here? We'll give them 30 as well. Sorry, guys. This is the second where it's going to take a minute, but someone will come up. Okay. So they didn't come. But Karina, that was a new person I haven't seen yet, so that sucks. I mean, it sucks when anyone loses their turn, but okay. Well, sorry, Karina. Come back next time, and let's do this again. Okay, ready? Garima. Are you here, Garima, still? Garima, are you here still? Okay, we'll give Garima 30. Garima, okay, I see you. All right. So let's get this going. Sorry, my boyfriend just told me he's getting in and out, and I'm like, please get me something. I'm starving. Cannot miss out on that. So that just, sorry about that. Had to let him know, you know. Please don't forget to get me something. Get me that double. Okay. Garima. I knew you'd be here. I would be surprised if you weren't here. Okay. Tell me what's coming in February for Garima. What do we need to know? Is there love coming in for them in February for Valentine's Day? 3 of Cups, the Hermit. So it could be, you know, time with friends and time with yourself. Prince of Swords. So there is something that I feel like maybe you can't let go of, or you're struggling to let go of or get past about love. And it could have been a third-party situation or something, maybe dealing with a Virgo. But if it wasn't, then I would say it's basically you know, there is that element of you can't get over something, or there's something holding you back in a way about love. But, you know, probably a person or a certain situation. But, you know, it's kind of weird because it's saying 3 of Cups and Hermit. So 3 of Cups is like celebrating, spending time with friends, having a good time, enjoying each other. Like, these are good friends who care for you and who are there for you. And it's like celebration. Hermit is, on the other hand, saying basically do that time by yourself. So in a way, it's kind of saying, like, you know, you got to figure out, you got to do that time by yourself. That's important, but don't isolate. You know what I mean? Don't isolate all the way. Like, make sure your friends are still in your life. They're going to really uplift you this month. So you guys are going to have some good times with that. If it's not talking about a third-party situation. If it is, then, you know, it is. But allow your friends, like, let your friends help you, like that card said. Maybe a mutual friend comes in, maybe a Virgo comes in, but I feel like more it's like you taking time by yourself and with your friends. It seems like it's not really a month of love, but there is that person who it's hard to get over, or there's something holding you back and keeping you stuck, or feeling stuck in that way, you know? Something that you want to move forward from, but you also are very stuck in it. So it's like you want to move forward. It's not like you want to be in this position you're in, but you are in it. So it's probably because you haven't processed things correctly or at all the way. So that'll keep you stuck. Let's see what's coming in for love. Anything else we need to know about this month for them? 10 of Pentacles. So overall, there is stability. There is maybe even finances are improving here. You know, there is stability. There is some kind of overall stability. And the Star. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. You know, this is something that's going to happen for you. It just takes time. And like I said, stability. You know, this is a great card to get, especially when you're kind of going through it. You know, it's like, okay, but I still have myself. I still have like my stability and, you know, I have something to lean on. It's not like I need someone else. You know, I can take care of myself. It looks like your finances are going to improve too. So if you feel like, you know, I can't take care of myself, I do need somebody, that should change pretty soon because things are going to start becoming a lot more stable for you. So I don't see it as love this month for you either. It seems more like it's about, you know, your own stability, hanging out with friends and just enjoying the time and feeling, you know, more secure within yourself, within your situation. You know, it's not really about love now. That's kind of what a lot of people have been getting. It's like more about healing, more about spending time with friends and just figuring out what it is that you need. And that's important because when you go into your next relationship, you'll know, and it won't be like you're just allowing something to come in that makes you uncomfortable or you don't really know what you're doing about it, what it means or why it's there, and you're just going for it. No, this time you're going to have a mission, you're going to have a plan, you're going to have, you know, wants, needs, and desires. And so that should help you meet somebody that's more ideal for you. So don't give up hope, though. The star's here, remember? Don't give up hope. The star's here saying basically like, yeah. And 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have more stability than you've had in previous months in February. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So we have a lot of water here. Like I said, support, friends, things like that. You know, there's a lot of good energy around you. There's a lot of supportive energy around you. 8 of Cups, though, it's like you're looking for what means something to you. You're looking to fill that void again, you know, like the last person we read for, I think, or the one before that, something like that. They had the 8 of Cups too. And so it's about you trying to fulfill something that's not there, you know, trying to find that, like, basically trying to, you know, fill a void in a way, you know, and the 9 of Wands is talking about anxiety. I think you have a lot of worry about, will I be able to have security? And that's what's cool is that the 10 of Pentacles is here because at least financially, materially, you know, you'll have like a house and like your job or whatever, you know, these things, these physical things are that you can touch and feel and see and hold. Those things, like real in real life stuff like that will be there and that will make you feel secure. But the emotional side, you know, you are feeling this anxiety. You're like ready, you know, something bad's going to happen kind of energy, but it's not necessarily true. It's just the energy, you know, the hypervigilance of like you're on the lookout for like what's going to happen next. Is something bad going to happen? I already know it is. Like I'm just waiting for it. So that's shitty. That's hard to be in that energy, and don't keep yourself there if you have a choice, if you can help it. You do have supportive energy around you. So I would say that this month is really basically about you connecting with people and also doing time on your own too. You know, you can't be with people all the time, but you should not isolate. You should not allow this hermit to keep you by yourself and make you feel alone, because that's not what it's about. It's about like literally just getting in touch with yourself and figuring out what you need. But your friends are a good way to figure out what you need too and what you like as well, because then they know you and they're supportive to you. At least this month, there's supportive people around you. It shouldn't be difficult to figure out kind of like what you're trying to do for yourself or what's like what you need to feel the best you can feel. But you know, allow your friends to help you with that. Allow your friend, like, let them in. Do not isolate. Do not just do this on your own. You don't have to. You know what I mean? Don't do that. That's going to be shitty if you do. But, you know, like I said, same thing as the other people. This is not a month of being alone and lonely. This is a month of you're doing your own thing and you're doing it how you want to do it. So that's liberating. That's, you know, there's freedom in that, and that's cool. That's good. That's positive. So let's see it in a positive way. Let's embrace that we have this lone time, you know, and with friends, not with love, but with friends, to figure out what we really do want and need. You know, we don't have to worry about someone else's emotions. We don't have to worry about someone else's what they think and feel and if they think that's okay for us. No, this is about you now and figuring out what you need. So that's kind of cool. That's good. So let's move on to the 8th person. We're on number 8, you guys already. Can you believe that? All right, let's see. Do not isolate, Garima. Okay. SC, are you here? Day. I need to put you on the list as well. SC, I know they were here in the beginning too. Are you here still? You're welcome, Garima. Thank you for being here, like you always are when your name's called. And you always get a reading, pretty much always, so that's cool. That's good. See, because you're here when your name's called. Yeah, SC. Okay, we'll give them 30 as well. SC, this is your turn. Please speak up and let us know you're here if you are. Okay. So, are they here? No. Okay, well, let's just spin again. Ana Paula Ortega. Are you here, Ana Paula Ortega? I'll add you to the list as well. Nayli, I think your name is Nayli. Nalali. I don't know how to pronounce that. Please forgive me for that. But you know, me and vowels aren't friends, so. I don't know why that is, but it just is. Oh, right on, Desiree. Cool, thanks. Nice to have you. I added you to the list. No worries. Okay, we're going to give Ana Paula Ortega 30 as well. And okay, do we have her? No. Okay. Cynthia, are you here? I'll add you as well. Alu or Alu. Yeah. I definitely added you to the list again, Angel. See? This is the list. And it's not in any order because it's spinning the wheel, remember? So it's not like, I'm going to shuffle a little bit. Oops. Dang. Okay, so Cynthia isn't here. Patricia. I did add you again, Anna. And I totally would have just taken your reading like now if you would have been here like before we pulled somebody else. But because of that, that's kind of like the rule. But I'll add you again for sure. So, and then we have, okay, let me shuffle a couple more times. Love. All right. Miss Megan. Oh my God. I choked on nothing. Miss Megan, are you here still? Check, Alondra. I added that to the name. Okay, let's give him 30. I think some of them, yeah, have been on the last slide for sure, but I'm not sure if all of them are. Who were we waiting for? Totally forgot. I forget who we were just waiting for, but they're not here. I know they're not here because their name I would have remembered, but what was the name that I just called? That we're waiting for that we just did 34? I know they're not here, but who was it? Oh yeah, Miss Megan, right. Thank you. Okay, ready? We're gonna move forward. Day Day, hey. Are you your Day Day? Day Day? Sorry, you guys. Another 30, okay? The whole time. Day Day. Okay, let's move forward, you guys. Wow, okay. Cool. So you were meant to get a reading today. Hopefully you're here, Anna. Are you here this time? It sucks if you're not. Aw. Sorry, Des. The Ray. I almost called you Des. I don't. Des. Like I know you personally and shit. Like, hey. Okay, Anna. Nice. I was gonna say, if you're not here this time, all that sucks. Okay. So let's look into February for you, okay? Let's see what's going on. What's happening in February for Anna, for her love life, and for Valentine's Day? Anything we need to know about here for Anna? Anything popping out here? What can we expect in February for love? There's that healing with you as well. So let's see if anything else is coming out though. Ace of Wands. This is like take action this month. This is like your time to take action, your time to like make it happen for yourself. Because the Five of Cups is here. Yeah, there's a lot of pain right now, a lot of healing you have to do, but that's okay, that's good. But basically it's in your hands. Like you can choose to do this and you can choose to not do this. It's totally up to you. You know, you can choose to not heal, but you can also choose to do something different than you've been doing. Because with the Five of Cups here, we're talking about a person who's very sad over things and disappointed of, you know, over how things have played out for them. But you see these three cups right here. They're all knocked down. And that's what he's crying over, because they're knocked down and it's disappointing, you know, not what you expected. Things fell through and didn't work out the way you'd hoped. But the two cups back here, if you can see that, the two cups back here that are still standing, those are the things that are important that I want you to focus on. He's looking at these things and he's not even seeing these two cups. So he's focused on the negative. That's what you need to not do, is be focused on the negative. Focus on what you do have left in this situation, like what you can embrace about this situation. These two cups right here. You know, what can you do positively and what can you see positively out of this situation? And another thing too that this card represents is, look, we have two cups, we have like two other chances. You can take those cups and get the same result. You can just reach back and get the same result you've been getting. Sorry, reach back and get the same result you've been getting. The same thing you've been doing and get the same result and feel like this again. You could do that, but you could also do something different this time and get a different result, because that's what we want, right? We want a different result. We don't want this. And so you see this bridge back here? That bridge, you could walk on this bridge. You could walk across it and meet yourself, or find yourself at this castle here. See this castle? You could cross that bridge, take that risk, and go and do something different and see what's in that castle for you. Something different, something new, exciting, a different way of life. You got to redirect, you know, you have to refocus your energy on some other way of doing things, because the way you're doing things now is not working. So, but this is the thing. You'll have the opportunity to take action, but it's going to be up to you to take that action, because you can definitely choose not to take action. You can definitely do that. You can definitely keep doing the same thing and getting the same result. You can do that, but you just shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stress involved in the situation, you know, a lot of like longing. Maybe you're up at night about this. This is something that you just really, it's weighing heavily on you right now. So this month it's going to be a time to do something different. So the Five of Cups is kind of like a sad, kind of disappointing card, but what's cool about it is that castle thing there. You know, that castle in the background. It's like, it's actually really cool because you have this opportunity here. And then with the Ace of Wands, you really have this opportunity here. That's what the aces are about. Aces are opportunities. And you can choose to do something different, but you're going to have to take a risk, most likely, in doing something different. So, really, does it? Five of Cups always shows up. Aw. Gotta have the Tooth Fairy come for her. Nice. Okay, so, but yeah, so there's a lot of sadness here. I feel like you're really healing, or you're really just kind of maybe even finally looking at the situation that you're in and feeling this sadness. Like maybe you've been avoiding it for a while, or maybe you haven't, but now you're not going to be doing that. And it's going to be a hard time, but the thing is, you do have the power to overcome it, because you're making this decision and facing it, and then also doing something different, like not doing the same thing you've been doing and getting the same result. You're going to be doing something different. So, well, hopefully you will be, you know, that's what I encourage you to do, is something different, and, you know, try something else so that you can have a, you know, different experience and not the same experience. So let's see what these things are that you need to do a bit different, or what things are we talking about here that you shouldn't do the same, I guess you could say. So I don't really see love this month. It seems more like there's healing, finding yourself. That's what a lot of people are getting, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's not a bad thing, you guys. Look at it in a positive way, you know? This is a time that you don't have to worry about, like, you can't be yourself or something, or you already have this role you're playing, or like, you know, you're having to consider all these other people involved. No, this is, you know, this is a good time for you to just figure out what you need. So do that. Take the opportunity to do that before you date again, so that you're not like trying to fill some void next time you start dating. Like, do yourself that favor, you know what I mean? Do yourself that favor, save yourself that time and energy, and figure it out now before you date again. This is a good thing. Okay. I feel like a lot of your past relationships, like, you've been hiding a lot about how you feel and about who you really are for these people. Like, you struggle kind of with like authentically expressing who you really are when you're involved with somebody. It's like you really want love, you really want a connection, so it's like you're gonna hide and sneak these things that you really are and feel that you need. Like, you don't really feel like you need enough, or like, I mean, you feel like you don't deserve these things that you feel like you need. And maybe you don't even know what you really need at this point because you've been doing this for so long. But there's like also this tendency to attract people who are kind of like sneaking something as well about themselves. So it's something where you guys kind of like are the same in that way, but they're doing it probably for different reasons. Maybe it's the same reason, but really it seems like you're doing it for a different reason, and that reason is because you're trying to keep the connection going. And that's a mistake, because then you're not living a life that is for you. You know, you're not in a relationship that's really for you, like not just for you, but that even speaks to who you are, because you're hiding who you are. And there's also like this indecisiveness, like this back and forth. Like, you got to make a decision. You got to stop being indecisive. But I think part of that is like knowing what you want and need. And you probably don't really know that. So this is the month to do that. This is the month to find what you need, liberate yourself from this past disappointing energy. You could do it again and you could keep doing it. But I think it's better if you stop doing it, if you start finding out who you are and what you need, because that's a lot easier, you know, in the long run. It's a lot better when you know what feels good, instead of like doing something that feels good to other people and trying to keep them happy. You know, this is about you too. Like, live your life. This is your life. You know, you got to be happy. But it's up to you, you know, no one can do that for you. So it is going to be up to you, but you have the Ace of Wands there. So you will have the opportunity to do that. And I hope you do take that opportunity. You know, do something different, take a risk, do something new, you know, and don't be like back and forth. Like, just decide what you need. Don't be afraid of that. You know what I mean? This is your life. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of what you need if you want to feel happy. I don't think it's February for you. I don't really think it is. I think it really doesn't seem like February is love. It seems more like February is you time and you healing time, you know, and you figuring out yourself time, discovery time, you know. So that's cool. That's a positive thing. Like, it really is. You couldn't ask for more. Like, after something really bad happens, you kind of have to do that self check. You kind of have to figure out what it is you need and make yourself better, you know. No one else can make you better. Like, that's what a lot of people do. And I'm guilty of it as well. We search for something that's going to like make it better, and it's like, really, it's you, you know. Like, you are going to make it better. You just have to allow yourself to like listen to your own emotions and actually know what you want, you know, just by listening to yourself. 15 minutes a day, emotional literacy. Sit there in your emotions and just literally, what do you feel? Write it out if you have to. Just feel that shit. Like, do not hide from it. Don't avoid it for 15 minutes a day. Cry, do whatever you need to do. That's how you figure out who you really are, you know? That's how you do it. Or that's a step, you know, in that direction, I think. That's something you can do if you want. Maybe there's something that you're not really focused on. Like, maybe you're not allowing connections because, yeah, exactly. Maybe you're not allowing connections because you're like seeing things as like, you know, you deserve better, you deserve better. But maybe you're missing some connections here. Maybe you're like not seeing it. Maybe there's someone that's been there that you haven't been seeing. That could be what the Seven of Swords is about too, interestingly enough. Someone's hiding their feelings. But I feel like you're hiding your own feelings from yourself too. Like you need to like get in touch with what you need. Maybe you don't even know. Like you're probably looking for a certain type of relationship or person when it's like you're missing like the whole idea of like what you're really needing in a relationship. Like I feel like that's been around, but you haven't seen it. Like you're just kind of like you kind of are blocked in a way, you know? Like there's just not Patricia, you're a Cancer? Like you're just not even allowing it in a way. But that might be a good thing. You know, that might actually be a good thing for you. Like don't push anything, don't force it. Like you said, you're forcing it. Don't force that shit, you know? It's all in good time. You can't force things like that, especially if it's going to be like a long-lasting, strong, good connection. It's probably worth waiting for, right? So just keep those things in mind, okay? And good luck to you in your healing journey. That goes for everybody. Okay. Ready? Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool. That's happening today. So that's the other person that missed their reading. So, well, one of them. Are you here, Angel? Yeah, no problem, Anna. Okay. Angel, are you here? Are you here this time? We'll give them 30 again. Hopefully they come back. Darn, Angel. Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, you got here just in time. You got here just in time, okay? We'll do it. We'll do it since we didn't go on to someone else yet. Okay. Okay, so this is for Angel, and the next one is going to be Alondra. That's the one that I got for this one. So that is 10, you guys. Carlos and Alondra. Okay. So for those of you who are not called today, please come back tomorrow and we'll do this again. Like I'm doing this all the time. Don't worry. Don't trip. And also I do personal readings. If you want a personal reading, let me know. My email is not in the description. I forgot to add it. So let me add it really quick. For those of you who just want to reach out, maybe get a reading later. But you can always get a chance to get a free reading again tomorrow. So no hard feelings, right? Okay. That's the email if you guys want to get a reading. So let me know. But so we're gonna do Angel and then Alondra, and then we're gonna end the live. But thank you guys for coming. Thanks for being here. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too, and hopefully you guys come back tomorrow. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, because when you hit the notification bell, you guys, don't forget, when you hit the notification bell, hit all, and that way when I go live, it'll tell you right away. I've been trying to schedule it a little ahead of time. I was a little late today, so I do apologize for that. That's on me. That's my bad. Shouldn't be doing that. But I did that today. But tomorrow, if you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know like right when we're live, so you don't miss out. Okay, you can get here, get your name on the list, and get in this spin the wheel thing. We'll do that again. We'll do it again. So no worries. Have no fear. No worries. We'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Okay. So Angel, what can we expect for February? Putting something to rest and being very independent. A lot of people this month, or this February, it seems like there's not a lot of like connection and goodbye. I mean, we saw Azalea has a little situation there, but it seems like she's going to have some kind of like love situation or some kind of connection. But most people are like trying to get away from something, or they're trying to like distance themselves, or they don't want to distance themselves, but that's what they're having to do. And so basically they're having to heal from this now. So interesting. It seems like you're going to be kind of pushing away from something and setting it down and just saying like, I'm kind of done with this, you know? Like I'm kind of like putting this to rest now. I'm going to change it up a bit. I'm doing my own thing, most definitely, because the Queen of Wands is a person who's like not asking permission. She doesn't need your help. She's good. She has an understanding of what she wants, and she's going to go for it. Yeah, the Chariot here, we have, you know, it could be talking about a Cancer person, but most of the time, well, not most of the time it's a Cancer person, but for this reading, I feel like it's talking about either you're getting independent, you're becoming independent by distancing yourself and kind of like putting the brakes on, like saying like, I'm kind of done with you to this Cancer person, or, you know, putting it to rest, or you're moving forward. So with the Queen of Wands, I feel like that's what it's saying, is like you're taking action forward and you're trying to see what else is out there. You know what I mean? So again, not a month of love for you in February, but a month of like you're kind of putting down love, saying like, I'm done with this current connection. If you didn't have a current connection, I would say you're just kind of like done with the routine that you've been living. Like there's something that you're just like, you've been trying to do, or you've been trying to like wait for a person or be a certain way, or like, you know, you've been waiting for a certain thing to happen, and now you're kind of just done with all that. And you're like making a decision to move forward and see what else is out there, and kind of like broaden your life, see what else is there. Okay. It's headed towards a lot of introspection here. There's like a lot of you time, Hermit, a lot of you time about love. You know, you're going to be thinking a lot about connections and love, friendships even, like, but you're thinking about like what, you know, you want to have in another person, basically, like what this other person would be adding to your life. Like what kind of person do you want in your life? What kind of connection? Like you want to see eye to eye with a person. You want to click with a person. And I feel like you just really haven't clicked with people. Like in your relationships, you haven't really been clicking with people as much as you'd like. And so that's kind of an issue. But there's another thing here, and just hear me out, okay? You probably don't understand, like you probably don't see it this way right now because it's something you're not seeing realistically. So you might not even feel this way about it right now, but just try to think about what I'm saying. There's something about like you thinking about and self-reflecting on like what you want in a partner that is kind of unrealistic, because you're thinking about it in a way that's like your expectations are either too high or too low. Like you're seeing it as all good or all bad. And so it's really not a realistic thing. So maybe that's why you're kind of having trouble too in relationships, is you're wanting a certain thing that maybe you're not even providing to your partners. You know, like there's just something that's unrealistic about what you're expecting from a partner here. So this is going to be time to like really start thinking about, you know, this in a realistic way. But I feel like you're thinking about it unrealistically now. So that could be something that you need to think about is, you know, am I asking too much or expecting too much or too little? You know, am I going to get what I really feel like I need by doing that? You know, it's hard to like see when you're doing that because you probably don't think you're being unrealistic, but just try to think about what things like are you expecting that you may not even be able to provide somebody? That could be a good start to look at it like that. But it could also just be like talking about, you know, you trying to like wanting someone who's like beautiful with like a doctor, and like, not that you can't have those things, but it's just like you're expecting someone to be like perfect almost, you know, or not good enough. Like you're like, all I really need is someone to like pay attention to me. It's like, no, you need a little more than that, you know? So it's either like unrealistic because you're not expecting enough, or because you're expecting too much, maybe something that you're not even providing to them or prepared to provide to somebody. So let's see here. Any last things we want to say to Angel here? Justice. Okay. So that's good. You should find some balance. You should find some justice in this. Yeah, and that's not something that's going to make you feel loved and valued. You know, this is all about finding that balance. So again, the Hermit, it's all about a time for you to really start thinking about this stuff and really start giving yourself that time to go over it with yourself. Like, have that self-reflection. That's what the Hermit's all about. Like, no outside influences, even from anyone. Like, you know, take what you will from this reading, but no outside influences. This is all about just you thinking, like being in your own space and figuring that out, because you're the only one who can figure it out for yourself anyway. But I mean, you're the one who's in the driver's seat here. It's like you have to decide if you really want a connection that's going to feel like you're eye to eye with the person, you know, and get what you deserve. And basically what you deserve is what makes you feel loved and valued. What makes you feel good in a relationship? Like, you need to know what these things are and go about getting those things in a person, but not being unrealistic about it, you know, and not wanting more than you can even offer. You know what I mean? Like, it's about being realistic and finding that balance, but also being real with yourself on like what you really need, you know? This is like a common ass thing that's been coming out for people. Like, this is like the main thing that's been happening for people this month. In February, it's going to be all about, most people, it's going to be all about healing, and it's going to be all about finding yourself, basically, and like what you need. Don't go into the next relationship without doing that work. I mean, it'll really help you and save you a lot of time. So, but yeah, it's all about that balance. Okay, Angel? I feel like you're going to get there, though, you know, in some way. Like, you're going to make some progress. So go ahead and try to do that this month. And Alondra, hi. Okay, so I see Pervy and Ja S. I know you guys are new here tonight. We're about to close out, though. I'm going to do this last reading, and then we're going to close out. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell next to subscribe and hit all. Notification bell and all. And then you'll be notified when we go live next time, okay? And then come back and ask your question then. Okay, Alondra, are you still here? Are you still here, Alondra? We're going to do this again tomorrow night, you guys. So come on by tomorrow night. We'll do this again. Get on that list. We'll spin the wheel. It'll be fun. So we're going to do it again. No worries. But tonight we got Alondra. If she's here still, yeah, gotcha. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. So let's see, Alondra. Hi, Hina. Okay, so Alondra. Ooh. So you kind of already know that someone in your life is basically a, you know, either this is talking about you or it's talking about you already know the person. Because the High Priestess, she is all knowing intuitively. So I feel like you kind of already feel what I'm talking about here. This is talking about, like, you know, either someone who's a player or someone who's just very passionate one day, and the next day they're like gone. You don't even know where they went. And you're like, what the fuck happened, you know? So it's like they're just there one second, not there the next second. Very, very passionate. Probably thought it was going to go somewhere. But then they're on to the next thing. So it's like you can't keep them in one place very long. Do you know who I'm talking about? Because the High Priestess, it seems like you do know. It's maybe a fire sign, you know, which would be Aries, Leo, Sag, because the King of Wands here is talking about fire, and also the Knight of Wands. But it seems like you would already have known who this person, who I'm talking about. Like, shouldn't be hard to understand. And if it is, then I would say maybe this is your energy that's coming out. Like, you're kind of hard to pin down in love, you know. You might be a fire sign as well. You're like very determined to get what you want, but you're not really concerned with like commitment maybe, if this is talking about you. If it's not, then I would say it's another person. So either someone you're dealing with or someone that you dealt with in the past very recently. So let's see what's coming out for February and what we need to know. This person's coming out for some reason, so let's see why they're coming out here. Why is the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands here for Alondra in February? The Moon, we have Pisces. But also, it's just talking about there's a lot of confusion. So maybe somebody just left you or just kind of like moved on and you're like, what the hell happened? Maybe you're still in that stage of like getting mixed messages from them and not really sure where you stand. You know, there's a lot of confusion associated in this situation. I do know I'm dealing with them currently. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. You never really know where you stand with the person. It's kind of like they're giving mixed signals. And something is coming out here, though, and it's going to be apparent to you. Maybe it's that you really, really like the person and don't want to let it go. Maybe that's what you're like realizing, like, oh shit, like this person has me, you know, even though they're kind of treating me like iffy, you know, they kind of have me. Like I want this person in my life, a lover. It could be Gemini energy as well. But the sun there is kind of saying like you're realizing something. So either you're realizing that they're like this or you're realizing that you really like them and they're like this. Either way, you're realizing how confusing the situation really is. And, you know, maybe you don't want to deal with that anymore. But I feel like you do want to deal with it still and you just want to figure out what's going on. And it seems like this person isn't giving you much information or much like clarity involved in your guys' you know, connection. So be careful with that. Let's see what else we can find here. What should she know about this person she's dealing with now? What should she know about this person she's dealing with now? Hang on to your money. I don't know what to do because he gets out of jail tomorrow, but he's manipulative. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hang on to your money because there's some disappointment, there's some loss, or there's some feeling of disappointment. Like you're again, I don't know if you were just here for this, but oh, I'm sorry. Your 3 cups here are filled or are knocked down. The 2 cups back here are filled. So you still have 2 chances here. You can reach back and keep giving yourself the same outcome and keep, you know, having them spill over and being disappointed with what you're getting. Or you could do something different, right? Take that risk and do something different. Go over this bridge and find this castle here and do something different and new. Take that risk, maybe break free and have a different life and have a more liberating life, you know? So, I mean, it's really up to you at this point. I think that you already kind of, that's what the High Priestess is there for too, because you already kind of probably know what's going to happen in this situation. You feel it already. You already know what's going to happen. You know what happens every time. So it's, you know, hang on to your money though, because that's the 4 of Pentacles here. That's what I can't urge. I can't express that enough. Hold on to your money. Hold on to your stability. When this person's been gone, you've become a bit more stable. Even if you've missed them, maybe felt a little lost or a little confused about what you're doing, it's still giving you that headspace to be by yourself and know what you're doing in a way that you can't when they're around. So take that and realize, like, doesn't it feel better? I know that you feel like better probably when they're around in some way, but also this anxiety you're feeling now, you got to remember, like, you already know what's going to happen. You already know what happens every time. So this is really just like up to you to do something different. Take that risk and do something different. This energy now that you're feeling, the bit of stability you're feeling now without the energy around you, is a great thing, and it's only going to get better if you allow it to. You know, you have to keep allowing that into your life. So please try to do that. Try to consider maybe not going the same way you've always gone and going the opposite way, you know, keeping that stability, hanging on to that stability, whatever it is, that security that you have, the very little of it that you feel you have now, it's probably going to be taken from you if you do the same thing you did before. So just try to do something different. Even though that's very hard, it's still a great feeling to know that you have your own back, and that's what you're going to have to do here, you know? And if you want to keep that peace and that harmony in your life, this is something that you need to do and consider. You know, you can have it. You have it right now in like a little bit. You know, it probably does still feel like that person's like makes you feel better in some way, but at the same time, they make you feel worse, and you already know you already know that it's going to feel worse. You already are expecting like these things that are going to happen, that you're going to have like no control over yourself or your life when they are back. And it's just basically like deciding, no, I don't need you. Like basically just really taking that risk and just knowing, and the risk is just being on your own without them. But the thing is, like, you can do that. It's not the risk of like actually being able to do it. It's the risk of like, will you do it? You know what I mean? Will you actually allow yourself to do it? It's risky because it's emotionally taxing, but it's more emotionally taxing being in the energy you've been in and just keep doing the same thing. Like, you don't want to keep doing this. You don't want to keep feeling like that. You know, you already know you're going to. You already know. So do yourself a favor and just find this castle. Find that castle. You know, do something different. Do something better this time, which is something different. You know, doing the same thing, it's just going to give you the same result, right? We know this. So, I mean, it's your time. Right on, dude. I really hope that you, you know, figure that out. I hope that you have enough confidence and have enough, like, you know that this security you're feeling is what you need. That's what you have control over is your life right now. They come back, you allow them back. You already know it's, you know, there's not much you can do to control the situation then. So, I mean, yeah, I'm rooting for you. I really am, dude. I mean, I know it's hard. You know, I have a friend in a similar situation. So it's very hard, but reach out, you know, reach out to me and my friend, I mean. You know, email me and hit us up, and, you know, if you need to talk or something, because, you know, I don't want to see you do that to yourself. That's, you know, but it is hard, so I get it, but it's just, you know, reach out if you really feel like, fuck, I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't have it, you know, just hit us up and we'll talk, you know. So I'm rooting for you to do that for yourself. You can. You can. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get going, but Alondra, listen to what I said. Okay, let me give it to you right now because I wrote it up there, but I don't know if it's still there. Yeah, please do that if you are feeling weak, which you probably will. You know, like, quite honestly, you probably will at some point, right? So, I mean, it's normal with these kinds of things. But yeah, my friend is like literally going through that same thing right now. So, like, let's do this together. Okay, I'll see you guys later, and thank you for coming. Come back tomorrow. Let's do this again. Let's do this again tomorrow, okay? Good night, you guys.